We are the organizers of Lomas Reform. We are an alumni-led, student-led movement organizing for the permanent institutional and cultural reform of Los Lomas High School and Acalanes Union High School District. This is a content warning. What we are talking about are minors who have suffered from racism, sexual harassment, and institutional betrayal at the hands of adults employed by the Acalanes Union High School District.
We aim to bring light to the profound exclusion, white supremacy, and inequity in AUHSD by incessantly pushing and leading reform and protecting BIPOC and marginalized identities from enduring trauma.
Let's define institutional betrayal. Institutional betrayal occurs when an institution causes harm to an individual who trusts or depends upon that institution. Institutional betrayal can occur in schools, churches, military, etc. Betrayal behaviors include failure to prevent or respond supportively to wrongdoings within the institution when there is a reasonable expectation of protection, responding dismissively to reports of abuse by members of the institution, and failing to take action in response to reports.
The following are some examples of how institutional betrayal has occurred at Los Lomas High School. Admin providing insufficient consequences for perpetrators of racist behavior and leaving BIPOC students unprotected on campus. Tiffany Benson, an AUHSD admin, failing to immediately investigate allegations about faculty and administrators and neglecting their duties as mandated reporters. Tiffany Benson setting up private meetings between students who reported faculty and their perpetrators. Los Lomas High School and Acalanes Union High School District continuing to endanger students, specifically girls, by continuing to employ Taron, Hensley, and David Granzotto after students reported being sexually harassed by them.
Over the past month, we have collected hundreds of student testimonies, hosted a rally of our own where dozens of people took the mic to tell their stories, and had nearly 1,500 people sign the petition demanding the immediate resignation of chronic sexual harassers, Hensley and Granzotto.
The district and individual schools have responded with futile statements and some action plans. AUHSD oversees thousands of students, and their actions are informed by qualitative data and defense, when in fact, it should be informed by qualitative stories and responsibility. AUHSD needs to begin seeing the two-ness of race that many students experience. This double consciousness, which goes unremedied in the school district, coerces BIPOC students into seeing themselves not only through their own eyes, but through the eyes of others. Every student deserves to feel safe and comfortable on their campus.
So, our current demands are as follows. For the safety, protection, and inclusion of BIPOC and students of marginalized identities, we demand the immediate resignation of Taron, Hensley, and David Granzotto. We demand that Los Lomas removes Walnut Creek police officers from campus. Let us not forget that just over 1 year ago, the Walnut Creek Police Department shot and killed Los Lomas alumni Miles Hall for being Black during a mental health crisis. And now that AUHSD has a new diversity, equity, and inclusion community, see no reason why AUHSD would not agree to our demand that they reopen inter-district transfers immediately.
While there is undeniable evidence that students have been harmed, not only by discrimination, but by the betrayals that followed, there is hope for change.
The theorist behind institutional betrayal coined the anecdote, institutional courage.
AUHSD must listen to students and take action for this to happen.
Institutional courage is an institution's commitment to seek the truth and engage in moral action despite unpleasantness, risk, and short-term cost.
It is a pledge to protect and care for those who depend on the institution.
It is a compass oriented to the common good of individuals, the institution, and the world. It is a force that transforms institutions into more accountable, equitable, healthy places for everyone.
We have our demands. AUHSD, are you listening? We are brave, we are many, and we will not be silent. The cycle ends now with our interruption. Please visit us on Instagram at Los Lomas Reform or on our website, loslomasreform.wixsite.com/justice. Thank you.